Hi, Peter Hall. A few years ago when I lived in Australia, this is coming to you from Scotland, I was sitting on the back porch one Saturday morning and it was a beautiful Saturday morning, crystal clear sky as they tend to have there in Oz. And I was sitting on the back porch enjoying a cup of coffee when something strange happened. A lizard walked out in front of me. It was about, a foot long? I'm not a fisherman. About a foot long, and stopped right in front of me. And it was there for about 2 minutes. And I didn't want to make a sudden move because I didn't want to scare it. After all, I was just enjoying the morning. And then all of a sudden, it walked away, but to my amazement, it left a shell behind. So there's the shell and it's walking away with a brand new skin, leaving the shell behind. I haven't forgotten it to this day. And God's way is that the natural things show us spiritual things. And you read a few times in the New Testament, it says, put off the old man and put on the new man. Or, as we would say now, put off the old self, put on the new self. And I used to think that that was an order. That first of all, we put off the old, and then by putting off the old, we'll put on the new person, who we are in Christ. But I've learnt that's not an order at all. I've learnt that you put off by first putting on. You don't put off by putting off. See, God's method is replacement. He doesn't get you through works and effort and, to use an old saying, to white knuckle it and grit your teeth, that by doing that you put off the old self. If we could do that, we wouldn't need Jesus. We just need ourselves. We'd become our own God, so to speak. God's way is replacement, that we put on the new self, we put on the new person we are in Christ, and as we put on that new person, the old drops away. You put off by putting on. That's replacement. And I found this, that the more that I put my focus on Christ and who I am in Christ, that's the new self, the more I gaze at that, the more I focus on that, the more I see it, I find that I love the things I used to hate, and I hate the things I used to love. And then gradually over a period of time, the old me is left behind, just like that lizard. And water baptism's like this, that you go down into the water, the old you, the old self goes down into the water and is left behind and is replaced by a brand new person that comes out of the water. That's God's method. And it changes you from the inside out. So it's about our focus, our gaze on the Christ in us, who He's made us, our new identity in Him. It's all about identity in Christ. Just ask the lizard.